Let's say hello to Camille Knight.
Hi, François.
Later in the France 24 debate, we're going to be talking about how the populist surge is being felt by those leaders at the G7 summit. Many saying that this loan to Ukraine using frozen Russian assets is a way to front end and safeguard against an uncertain future.
Yeah, that's right. A plan is being put together in Puglia to use these frozen Russian assets to fund Ukraine, and we are expecting an announcement on this fairly soon. The details will still need some discussing throughout the next few weeks, but the White House says leaders have agreed on an outline that would aim to raise $50 billion per year for Ukraine. The Russian assets that were frozen by the G7 after Moscow's invasion amount to about $325 billion. Now, under international law, countries can't just confiscate those assets from Russia to give them to Ukraine, but what they can do is use the interest that those assets are generating, which represents about $3 billion per year. So the plan is to take out a loan on the international markets, give about $50 billion to Kyiv each year, and use the $3 billion to pay off the interest on that loan. It's quite a complex process, which is why technicalities will still need to be discussed, and the Russians are not happy about this plan. Take a listen.
We are aware that the G7 has agreed fundamentally to provide Ukraine with another load of $50 billion using revenues from managing Russian assets. Such a step will not lead the West to anything good. This illegal initiative, linked to attempts to prop up the Kyiv regime with money at someone else's expense, threatens to completely unbalance the financial system and create a cataclysmic crisis.
Elon Musk's Tesla pay plan is facing a big vote later today. Shareholders will be finally revealing whether or not CEO Elon Musk's $56 billion pay package will be reapproved months after it was struck down by a Delaware judge. Musk is particularly optimistic. Let's have a look at this post on social media platform X, where he thanked his supporters last night. Now, Tesla shareholders have been voting on several proposals, one that would confirm Musk's pay deal from 2018 and the other involving a move of the firm's legal headquarters to Texas, both of which Musk says are already approved. The company is due to make an official announcement on the result of the vote at its annual meeting later this Thursday. If investors reapprove the pay plan, it could pave the way for Musk to buy up to 304 million Tesla shares and would be the biggest executive compensation plan in US history. The Euros kick off on Friday and host Germany's preparations are in full swing. There's plenty of excitement over the football, but the country's also eyeing a boost in its tourism revenue from the championship, with 3 million fans due to arrive across the 10 host cities. Vedika Behel takes a closer look.
With the Euros just around the corner, the country is gearing up for a summer of football mania. Here in Frankfurt, souvenir shops are restocking their black, red, gold merchandise, anticipating a boom in demand.
A woman says, "I'll take a flower garland." Then the husband says, "Okay, I'll have something too." And after the second match, all of a sudden, they all want jerseys or flags. That's how it starts.
The city has invested some 30 million euros in fan zones and attractions, including floating screens and pitches for fans to watch and play. As well as hoping to win the cup, Germany's also hoping for an economic boost. Around 3 million fans will visit the 10 German host cities, spending on food, beer and accommodation.
I assume the 30 million investments will multiply in restaurants, shops, hotels. And that doesn't even count what it'll do for our long-term image in terms of tourism.
Business owners are well aware consumption may be dictated by the home team's performance. Whilst hosting the World Cup in 2006, German breweries cashed in, and they're hoping this time for the same magic.
Of course it is important that the German team scores, but even more important is a good mood and a good weather. Sunshine is our best bartender.
The German Retail Federation estimates a whopping 3.8 billion euros in additional sales during the tournament.
François, the first match kicks off tomorrow, of course, and our sports team will keep you updated throughout the tournament.
Many thanks, Camille Knight, who will be back later with the closing word on Wall Street for this Thursday at the top of the hour. More news, and then the France 24 debate. You've got incumbents